What I'm about to share could mean the difference between life and death on a hot day at the worksite. Heat emergencies can happen fast, and knowing exactly what to do in those first few minutes is absolutely critical. Let's start with recognizing the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, because your response will be different for each. Heat exhaustion is serious, but heat stroke is a medical emergency that can kill someone in minutes if not treated properly. If a coworker is experiencing heat exhaustion, they'll likely be sweating heavily, feeling weak or dizzy, and may have a headache or nausea. Their skin will be cool and moist despite the heat. Here's what you do immediately. Get them out of the sun and into a shaded or air-conditioned area. Have them lie down with their feet slightly elevated. Loosen any tight clothing. Give them cool water to sip slowly, about a cup every 15 minutes. Apply cool, wet cloths to their neck, armpits, and groin area. Stay with them and monitor their condition. If they don't start feeling better within 30 minutes, or if symptoms get worse, call 911. Now let's talk about heat stroke, which is far more dangerous. The key difference is that someone experiencing heat stroke will have stopped sweating. Their skin will be hot, red, and dry to the touch. They may be confused, disoriented, or even unconscious. Their body temperature could be above 103 degrees. This is when every second counts. Here's your immediate action plan for heat stroke. First, call 911 right away. Don't wait to see if they improve. While waiting for emergency services, move the person to a cooler location immediately. Remove any unnecessary clothing. Now here's the critical part. You need to cool their body temperature as quickly as possible. If you have ice packs, apply them to the neck, armpits, and groin. These areas have major blood vessels close to the skin. If you have access to cool water, wet their skin and use fans to increase evaporation. Some sites keep kiddie pools filled with cool water for emergencies. If available, immerse the person up to their neck. Never give someone with heat stroke anything to drink if they're unconscious or confused. They could choke. If they're conscious and alert, small sips of cool water are okay, but cooling the body externally is your priority. Here's what not to do during a heat emergency. Don't give them salt tablets. These can actually make things worse. Don't use ice-cold water or ice baths as this can cause shock. Cool water is better. Don't give them caffeinated or alcoholic beverages, and never leave the person alone. Their condition can deteriorate rapidly. Imagine it's 2 in the afternoon on a 95-degree day. Your coworker Bob has been working on the roof all morning. Suddenly, he starts stumbling and seems confused. You notice his skin is completely dry and flushed red. This is heat stroke. You immediately call 911, get him down to ground level into the shade, remove his shirt, and start applying cool, wet towels, while another worker brings ice packs from the first aid station. You keep him cool and monitor his breathing until paramedics arrive. Remember, prevention is always better than emergency response. Encourage your crew to take breaks in the shade, drink water regularly, and watch out for each other. The buddy system works. If you notice a coworker acting strangely or showing signs of heat illness, speak up immediately. Your worksite should have an emergency action plan posted that includes the location of first aid supplies, cool water sources, and shaded rest areas. Know where these are before an emergency happens. Heat-related illness is preventable, and when it does occur, quick action saves lives. Don't hesitate to call for help if you're unsure. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Thank you for taking this training seriously. Stay alert, stay hydrated, and look out for your fellow workers.
Did you know that in 2020, a study conducted by the Associated Builders and Contractors found that daily safety toolbox talks lead to a remarkable 82% reduction in total recordable incident rates compared to those conducted monthly? The study shows that the frequency of toolbox talks directly correlates with incident rates. Consistent safety toolbox talks lead to less accidents, which is why many companies this year are using Safely EO to create and schedule these talks weeks and months in advance, so your team will be consistently reminded of the job hazards and safety protocols. You get access to Safely EO's Toolbox Talk library that comes with hundreds of text-based and video-based toolbox talks that covers any industry. The Toolbox Talk app makes it easy for your employees and supervisors to consume safety talks from their own mobile devices and acknowledge its completion at the click of a button. All completed safety talks are tracked, and the data can be exported and available for use. The platform digitizes your safety talks process, so you can focus on what really matters, keeping your team safe and informed. Don't wait until it's too late. Workplace incidents can cost your company millions in liability, lost productivity, and damaged reputation. To learn more, just click the link in the description of this video to request a quick demo.